Now, I wanted to cover a third story today, as my first video kind of flopped. I guess everyone's just bored with Anthem. I feel you. I feel you on that. Yesterday, there was a huge hullabaloo when Mark Hamill, who has been known to ruffle the feathers of the politically correct now and again, Mark Hamill, who has been known to be very honest about the new generation of Star Wars films and his interpretation or his representation in the new films, tweeted out a picture that had, by the way, 113,000 likes. To put that in perspective, I doubt every tweet I've ever tweeted ever on any one of my Twitter accounts, all combined, have that many total likes, reaching 24,000 retweets. And for a very long time, the absolute top reply said, "You know this image comes from one of the alt-right portions of the fan base, right? Bad look, sir. Bad look." Of course, there are plenty of fans who agree with this image and Mark's sentiment who aren't even close to that. Of course, getting completely ratioed. Now, the ratio, though, didn't really start happening until this picture started gaining some traction and started getting some attention from the more reasonable fandoms. Now, I want to take this second to just appreciate the fandoms, the members of whatever fandom that you're in, who don't make everything political. Look, only a small percentage of the people in this country even vote, okay? The people that have to make everything political are a drain on society. They are an absolute burden on escapism and fandoms in general. If they were to disappear, if they were to go find something else to do with their obviously sad, unfulfilling lives, nothing of value would be lost. In fact, you would see a strong return to pure escapism like it was in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Now we have this, because the economy, because the economics around certain fandoms are so big, you've got social justice grifters coming in, you've got corporations, you've got shows like The Big Bang Theory, which just capitalize on nerddom and in a new way where they just, they're just laughing at nerds, but, they put a few Dungeons and Dragons references in there so people can be like, oh, they're not really making fun of nerds. Well, they are, okay? The whole show is making fun of nerd culture. And that's okay to be able to poke fun at yourself, but know that that is their intention, to profit off nerd culture at its expense. This show does not paint nerddom as something cool or something to be strived for. It doesn't paint characters like Leonard. They basically say that it's a gift from the gods that Leonard ever got Penny, which is absurd because I myself am a nerd and I believe I have my own version of Penny as a wife. And there are many nerds, men and women, who married very well. It isn't a winning the lottery type scenario, but that's neither here nor there. As the nerddom fandoms got more big and financially viable, you get crap like this. People have to inject politics. Boy, that was a really bad tangent. I'm sorry about that. Just really hate Big Bang Theory. And you have, of course, rightful backlash. Or maybe it's just a dang picture and a scene fans may wish could have had at least one time. And of course, we see in this picture, you've got the original cast, you've got everyone together, which is obviously not possible anymore, but with Carrie Fisher's passing. But it was, a lot of people did like to see Billy D brought back as come back in the latest film. And it would have been nice to see everybody together. But you know what? This picture does capture that. And I think that that's okay. But Mark Hamill made the horrible mistake of tweeting out a picture, and then you see him responding to the backlash. Saw a pic of me with Billy D, Carrison, and Harry. Posted it because I miss them. Nothing more, nothing less. I love the new cast too, and I didn't mean to get everyone's knickers in a twist. Maybe I should have just posted a bunch of Endgame spoilers instead. Relax, have fun. And you get all these people basically concerned trolling him. The trouble is that image was created by an alt-right hoo-ha who rants about SJWs and soy boys. By the way, that term doesn't even mean anything anymore. Unfortunately, Twitter is so what? Who created it? What happened to separating the art from the artist? I know I'm not always great at it, to be fair, but in an ideal world, we should all be able to do that. Never apologize to these people, Mark. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong but express how you felt. The internet is a place. So, I mean, it's interesting. Here's the guy that actually drew it. Glad you like the picture, Mark, but either way, you shouldn't have to explain yourself or apologize to disrespectful fans who slander you or us for having different opinions. New fans should take their own advice, let people enjoy what they want, and stop acting like man babies. And you even got Billy D. Williams getting in here. Hamil himself, you should be used to getting everyone's knickers in a twist, part of your charm. And he's not wrong. Mark Hamill has had a lot of spicy comments back in the day. I mean, obviously not as sweet as Billy D's Colt 45 malt liquor commercials. But, I mean, what do these people want? It's like, imagine living in a world where everything about everything is political. There is no way these people are happy. There's no way that these people are living fulfilled, fruitful lives. There's no way that this Zach guy goes to bed feeling fulfilled at night. And when they say stuff like, bad look, sir, which one of these people are true fans? The person that put together some fan art, a bit of nostalgia, remembering back to the older times, some may refer to as the better times or the good times, or you who are judging Mark Hamill, telling him what to do and what not to do. Disrespecting Mark Hamill is what is a bad look, sir. Imagine having the gall to go to the actual actor himself from a Star Wars movie and tell him what he should or shouldn't post on Twitter. That is today's political activists masquerading as fans. They aren't really fans. What they are political activists who masquerade as fans because that is the only way they can get their message out. They inject it where it's not wanted and it's not needed. Mark Hamill doesn't even need to know who created that picture. If that picture was created by the Grand Wizard himself, is that what they call him? I don't know. It doesn't matter. The picture depicts something that he liked. Whoever created it isn't the one that's responsible for how people interpret. Offense is never given. It's only taken. You know what's a bad look? Attempting to shame Mark Hamill. This is what I would call a classic instant regret scenario where you come in feeling self-righteous, and that's a big feeling that you get with a lot of these social-minded folks, these people who think they're saving the world by judging others and being exactly what they proclaim everyone else is doing. These people have an absolute immeasurable amount of self-importance for having literally never accomplished anything in their lives. I've never seen anyone who's really made a lot of positive change in their life spending all day judging others. Now, this person might be a fine person, you know, but you see tweets by the same person, the same dude saying, Two girls loudly discussing Avengers Endgame in this subway. I should be instantly attracted to them, but instead I'm wanting to shout at them to not spoil it for anyone else who can't help but hear them. I mean, hot takes. Zach is full of hot takes, but that's all at the end. That's all it really is. I wanted this video to be a word of support to Mark Hamill. He seems to do pretty good with this faux outrage stuff. And he seems to really understand. He's tried to warn us that The Last Jedi would be bad. He understands the core fandom in Star Wars culture. And Mark, don't apologize. Don't let these losers grind you down. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.